Welcome to the channel. I am starting a new series where I walk through people on how to start making gold from scratch, from literally nothing. This is a boosted character. I just used the token. That's all I've done. I did that and made sure my add-ons are working and moved my nameplates. You know, that's about it. So now that that's done, we're going to go about the process of, if I have a completely fresh character, how are we going to go about start making gold? Let's get after it. But first of all, you don't actually have to do any of this stuff on the boat on a boosted character. I'm sure you might already know, but if not, you don't have to do it. You can just hearth. That works too. We have now hearthed and shown up in Oribos, and I'm just going to get my bars ready a little bit. Alright, so I finished my bars. I've come over here where the main quest is at. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we get for the boost. We get a locker that opens up, looks like, with additional weapons in case I don't want to be this spec. Let's see. Yep, that's all it is. Easy peasy. Let's open the survival kit. What do we get? We get some Tomes of the Still Mind, which are, if they're auctionable, that's where they're going. We got some food, we got some water, we got a little bit of those. Spiritual. Nice. So, and quite honestly, those are probably just going to hit up the auction house too, because that's what we're here for. And I may just keep the this stuff around just in case, but we'll probably sell all those. That's all we get. You only get 500 gold to start. It says I have a couple bank tunes here. I ended up making tunes in different medium pop realms just to kind of check out the markets, and I also used the Undermine Journal to see where I wanted. I was tired of being indecisive, so I kind of picked one that looked good. Honestly, I'm hoping I made a good choice, but I was tired of researching it, so I kind of went with a gut feeling. So we start with 500 gold. What else do we got? That's all we have. Let's go ahead and grab our first quest. Speak with the Covenants, decide on which path. All right. Easy peasy. So, first of all, the first thing we're going to really want to set up is our Covenant tables. And if you're specifically wanting good Covenant tables, Night Fae is your choice. Granted, you can pick anything you want, but Night Fae is your choice. So what I'm going to do first is just grab a Covenant. What are your strengths? Yay. Oh, you have to actually go through each and say show the strengths. Okay, let's do that real quick. Alright, here we are on making our pick. There's actually a trick I want to do, as long as it still works anyway, to get a whole bunch of free anima, but in order to do that, one, I need a little bit of gold, which I don't have, and two, I'm going to make Night Fae the last choice, because it's the one I'm going to stick with. So I am actually going to pick something different for the time being. So I'm just going to grab Necrolord, because I honestly don't care. So let's go ahead and grab Necrolord. Let's go through here. And I have the choosing the purpose, right? For the quest I just did. Report to Malvix. So that's specifically for my Covenant, which I don't think I need to do, but we'll see. The biggest one here is I have been to Zereth Mortis. You know, you want to do that so you don't have to do all the beginning stuff for Zereth Mortis. Let's skip right to Zereth Mortis, and we are ready to go. From here, what we're going to want to do is, honestly, we're going to want to head out to Zereth Mortis. But before we do that, what I want to do is we need professions. And the professions that we're going to grab are gathering, because I have 500 gold, and that's not going to quite cut it for what I want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my professions. If I can go to the right area, because, you know, Oribos. It sucks. I never remember where to go. So what are we going to learn? Well, I have a plan to end up making legendaries. It's why I came here. But before I get there, I need to make some gold. And that's the unfortunate thing, starting with nothing. I have to do this first. I can't just jump right into it. I didn't bring gold. I didn't bring anything. I want to start with nothing. So in order to do that, we need a couple things. First of all, I'm going to grab skinning, and I'm going to grab herbalism. That's also why I made a Tauren, so that I can be better at herbing, just for the meantime, just to make some quick money. So that's what we're doing there. Secondly, something I would like to get is my Dalaran Hearthstone, just to have another hearth. I also just joined a guild, so that I can end up getting a lower cooldown on my hearth. So now, I will go and get my Dalaran Hearthstone. For those of you that don't know, all you need to do if you do not have a Daliran Hearthstone is in your portal room, whether it's Horde or Alliance. As you know, I play Alliance. I decided to make this Horde, honestly, just because of Tauren. That's all I cared about, is trying to make my life a little bit easier. But all you need to do is take the portal to Azuna. And from there, you will fly up to Dalaran, and you should be able to go speak to the Innkeeper and get a Dalaran Hearthstone. So we'll go ahead and do that. After you make it to Dalaran, you should be able to go to the Ledgermane Lounge, and you can come in here, and there is an Innkeeper. That all you have to do is talk to her and say, hey, I misplaced my stone. There you go. We now have a Dalaran Hearthstone. Gives us an additional hearth to use. Awesome. Alright, after we got our Dalaran Hearthstone, I just took the portal. I'm coming back, and I'm literally going to instantly come over here and just post these couple of items, just because if they sell it all, it's gold, right? Like, I don't care. I'm just here to make gold. So let's post those couple of things. And from here, I don't know, I might go Guardian. We'll see how it goes, if this is playable or not. I'm just going to quickly sell these few items, get them out of my bag. There we go. Let's see, we don't have a lot of bag space. I'll have to fix that later. I'm going to make this a trade good bag, because that's how I do it. And from here, we're going to go take the portal and head back to Oribos. And from there, we need to farm, because we need to make some gold first. I don't need a lot, but I do need to make some. Alright, we have now made it out to Maldraxxus. I want to go over a couple add-ons that I use for doing this. You don't have to use it, I just assume somebody might ask, so I'll let you know. So a couple things that we need. We need Gathermate, right? Let's go down here and find it, just so I can show you in here. So using Gathermate 2 data, Gathermate sharing, using those, I use Farm HUD. That's the other big one, and then I use... what is it? It's Worth It, right? Is that what it's called? I believe, yes. Worth It and Routes. Right there, and Routes. All of these put together allow you to do this. Now, I haven't actually looked at this add-on since the changes to the market. I don't know if things are up to date. I mostly use this for good routes, you know, because it can mark it on the map, and it makes it really easy with Farm HUD, and I'll show you that in a minute. So what you can do is you can go down here to any of these farms, like let's say if you're looking to farm herbs, it'll kind of give you an idea of best gold per hour and farming those. And it's simple as clicking the little burger icon, I guess, this little snack icon, and you can just say import route. And for instance, like if I want to do marrow root, right now it only shows marrow root at like 5,000 gold an hour, and we'll see about that. So all I have to do is I can go into here and I can just say import route. That route will then pop up, and I say import, and it will import the Maldraxxus route. You can see that now on my map. That's what the red lines. I don't know why there's two on this. I kind of go in between it, basically. And I've done this before, and you can see with my data, like you can see where like all these nodes are. So I basically fly this route, and I use Worth It. Excuse me, not Worth It. Farm HUD. Where's it at? There we go. I use Farm HUD. This essentially brings your minimap over your character. And it's basically so you don't have to go looking up at your minimap or move your minimap. When you fly into range of something like this marrow root node, that would be over here, as long as you get the green circle around it, like that one, it'll pop up if it's there. And if it's there, you can just go ahead, fly in, and grab it. However, I noticed I have made a mistake that I need to go fix real quick. I needed to get... Actually, I think it should be okay on a Tauren. But there is an enchant that I needed to buy that allows for faster gathering speed. I don't know if that multiplies on Tauren as well or not, but it's kind of a must. It makes a huge difference. That was honestly really fast on gathering, so I think I'm going to be okay. So I'll probably just stay out here and keep gathering. But now, all I can really do is keep on gathering. I also use Loot Appraiser. I mostly use Loot Appraiser just to give me a timer, honestly, because a lot of times the amounts are wrong. It depends on what like string you use on like the going rates and whatnot. So like, let's see if this is up to date. It says it's 2 gold 32. Is that also what... Oh, okay, that's not what... I don't know if this has been updated. So this says it's like 175 right now. So I don't necessarily follow that for like the exact amounts, you know, or anything on like what I'm making. It like gives you a general ballpark, I guess. I mostly just use it to kind of follow the timer and kind of have a general idea of what's going on. But unfortunately, that's kind of the point we're at. I need about 4,000 gold, I think. There might be a quicker way, but this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to farm for a while. I'm going to get some stuff posted. It probably won't take that long to sell. And yeah, we'll go from there. But let's do a little bit of farming first. For those wondering, it took 31 minutes and 30 seconds to get to 150 herbalism. Alright, our hour is coming to an end, and there we are. I'll check the... Oh, here we are. This is the last node right here, because I'm right on top of it. Alright, with our last node, I'm now going to go back and post this. Let's take a look at what I got. 427 marrow root and 371 death blossom. Not too bad, actually. That's a pretty good amount of marrow root. I think that's more than what I would normally get in an hour. Oops, not worth it. There we go. Turn off farm HUD. Let's go back and post and see how much we're really going to get. We are back in Orgrimmar. We're going to go ahead and just run a quick post scan. Get this stuff posted. By the way, I did pick up skinning. I am going to skin anything and everything I see, but that's because I'm going to use it all later. So I am going to stockpile whatever materials as I'm building gold, because I need to build a base of gold first. I'm just going to stockpile these materials as I get them. So that is what I'm doing with that as the secondary profession. And of course, this is being like a real pain in the butt. Like, yeah, when it comes to this much, this is easier to go on by myself like this and just post. So this is posting at a little over 8,000. So basically 8,000 gold there. This is posting. I'm not going to post at that price. I'll post at this price. This price, another 600. So you probably, after auction house cut, you're like at like 8,500 gold. And then, yeah, this is not worth like anything. Yeah, really, it's like 85, 86, 8,700 gold after taxes. Now compare that to the thin jelly farm that I showed a few days ago. Oof, actually the prices dropped drastically. Thin jellies at about 25 gold. That equals out to about 10,000 gold an hour. So at 22, you're obviously losing a little bit. You're obviously losing a little bit more. So it's not too far ahead of marrow root right now. But thin jellies is always something to watch out for. Like if you see it going into like this 35 range or something like that, then it becomes really worth doing. But that's just for a comparison. Most of these farms are not that good. There is some good farms, but you know, marrow root making, you know, basically 8.5 in an hour. That's not great. It's not terrible either. It is what it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow all of this stuff to sell on the auction house. Gosh, I'm assuming it'll just be sold outright, right? Like I'm assuming I can post this and it should sell really fast. That's my hope. I'm gonna go get some lunch myself, and I'm gonna come back in an hour, and hopefully all that's sold, and we have some gold to start getting our covenant tables and all that kind of stuff up and running. I'll see you then. Alright, we are back. Had lunch, ready to go, waited for auctions. Look at that, everything's sold, including the couple things that we got from initially logging in and opening up the bag from the token character. So awesome. About 9k. Oops, let's go ahead and do that again. There we are. It's about 9k. Sick. Alright, now that we have a little bit of starting gold, I get to show you what I've been trying to show you the whole time. Alright, so we made it back to Oribos. We went into the Ring of Transference up toward the Flight Master. You probably all know, but if not, there's this heirloom broker right here. You can buy a few great items from them, but the one that we're here for is the one to increase your renown to 60. However, we want 4 of these. Let's get 4 of them. Only cost 2,000 gold, so obviously, you know, I didn't have to farm as long as I did or anything like that. Not that hard to get 2k real quick. Alright, so we have 4 of these. Let's head on back into the Covenant Hall. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to use the first one. Remember, we picked Maldraxxus for our first one. But as you do that, as you can see, you know, it gives you Renown 60. Obviously, this is something you can only do, I think, if you already have like a Renown 80 character on your account. I believe that's what the requirements are. But more importantly, it gives us all of this stuff. And what we're here for is a couple items. We're here for the Wisp of Memory, which is 75k XP to a companion. And we are here for the Renown, right here. But what you can do is I can actually go over here to Venthyr and say, yeah, I want to join Venthyr. Let's do it. You join Venthyr, you use the item again. What ends up happening? Well, something awesome. It gives us everything again. So now, I get all of those items again. That's a second memory, right? And that's another 1,000 anima. 250 times 4, 250 times 4. There's a free 2,000 anima right there. That's exactly what we're here for. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Let's keep it going. I'm actually going to do them last. Go over grab Kyrian. Yes, I'm sure. Use the item. Hit 60. Hit 60 Renown, right? Wait for it to actually give you the stuff. There we are. Just going to move a couple things around so I can just keep better tabs on everything. Get my anima. Come over here. Now the final covenant I'm going to do is the covenant that I want to be in. That's going to be Night Fae. Now again, the reason I want to be in Night Fae is just because they have the best covenant table. And I'm going to take advantage of that. So, meaning like their secondary troops and stuff that help you. Oops, I didn't use the item. Their troops and stuff that help you are just better. It allows you to do missions and stuff a little bit quicker, easier than you would have been able to do before. Every covenant is fine. It's really not a big deal. It's just one of those. It's one of those things. You know what I mean? It's like picking a race. It doesn't really matter what race you are, but there's technically races better for different things. That's the exact same thing here. So now that we have all that situated, I'm going to report to Lady Moonberry. I forgot you had to talk to her first, by the way. So I talked to her first. Now I can get the quest to go meet her out there. Now I'm heading out into Ardenweald. Now that we made it out into Ardenweald, go ahead and talk to Lady Moonberry and start her RP stuff. Just takes a few minutes of time. Alright, Lady Moonberry RP done. Do that. Go ahead. I know my way around the Sanctum. We've been there. We've done that. I don't need it. Now we'll go talk to the Queen and get our Convoke. Alright, I believe you just talk to her and get ported up there. No, you don't. Oh, you go up here first. Okay. Let's do that. The Queen is seen. Turn that quest in. Meet her by the bonds. What we're going to do, head down. Let's meet her over here. Now do this and open up your bonds and do all that kind of stuff. Alright, the bonds are done. Return to Lady Moonberry. And from here, there we go. I don't care about the rest of this, by the way. I'm pretty much done with that now. Doesn't matter. I'm going to run down here. First thing, I always grab this quest. Grab your Renown, excuse me, anima quest. But the important thing is now we have all of this anima, right? And what we're going to do is obviously we're going to come here. We're going to deposit all this anima, all that free anima we got. Boom, 4K anima. The first thing you want to do, get that table complete, right? Got to get it to level 1. Let's start it. It only takes 500 anima. You don't need that much. But unfortunately for us, that's going to take 1 hour. And after that 1 hour is complete, I will be able to show you how to correctly use the Wisp of Memory. Okay? I will see you in 1 hour. Because I have to wait 1 hour, and I kind of forgot about that step to be quite honest, but at least the waiting part, I'm not going to waste any time. What I'm going to do in that hour, just so you guys know, is I'm going to go out and I'm going to do the Revendreth calling because it ends in 18 hours and I just want a little bit of gold. So I'm going to run out there and do this at least, and then I'll probably just do some herbing and stuff to fill up the time just to make some gold in that waiting period. And then after that 1 hour is complete, we'll be able to get the Covenant table going correctly. See you then. Alright, I headed out into Zereth Mortis just to grab the weekly quest. I'm grabbing that and I'm going to go kill the world boss and probably just kill a couple rares while I'm waiting for this hour to be up because it's still not quite up yet. Alright, I finished running around Zereth Mortis, basically just doing, I did like one daily because it's super quick on Druid. I killed the world boss and then basically any other boss that was up, I just, any rare, excuse me, I just killed it real quick, gathered some of the easy to grab treasures that are just along the way. Heck, I didn't even go to like this side at all. I just kind of just went down just super quick because I was just trying to waste like 20-30 minutes. Actually got a lot done. Let's go ahead and sell. We have a good amount of the anima. Excuse me, I couldn't think for a second. We do need to save some, but I also want to make life a little bit easier, so I am going to upgrade a couple pieces. As you saw, even when I was out there, I grabbed a ring, grabbed a neck, got a drop for, a weapon, found a helm. I knew where, I could get it back from. So it's like, I don't need much, because I'm not really ever going to be killing things on this too often, other than, like, callings. So I'm just going to go through here and quickly buy just like a couple pieces that I know potentially could stick around for a while. So I bought 3. I'll buy one more piece. Let's get the other ring. So like that's all I'm buying. I'm buying like 4 pieces just to get a slight upgrade, and from here we'll head back to our Covenant Hall and get to going on that Covenant table. Look at that, perfect timing. As I was flying back, the research completed. Alright, let's do some quick turn-ins. Just running around. Alpaca soul that I got. It's over here. Let's run over here and turn in the Revendreth calling that I just did. Let's get that completed real quick. There we are. Oops. Let's go ahead and sell everything. There we are. Sell it all. Voila. Not a lot of gold, but it's better than nothing. Heading over, turning in the 1000 Anima quest, which I think I got done too, just because of killing all the rares and the world boss. That's completed. Ta-da! Now, what you need to do is over here where we learned how to do the Covenant Hall. You talk to him, get that quest, you're going to come over here and activate it. And then this is the important stuff, so pay attention. Alright, we are at the Covenant table. Let's go ahead and do that. Learn how to make it. And what we need to do is turn this in, use the command table. It's going to have us go out on one quest. Select adventures. Ta-da! What we need to do before we do anything else, we now have the ability to get to use the Covenant table, right? What we need to do is we now need to use our Wisp of Memory. What this will end up doing is these 4 are enough to get your first companion all the way up to 60. But there is something more important than that. If you notice, the troops went up to 38. These troops go up based on your average level of your companions. So what you're able to do is if you do this immediately like this, these troops will also get all the way up to level 60. So, quick adjustment. I was wondering what was going on, and I now remember. So you don't make this mistake like I did. Once you grant it up like that, you actually can get it to 60, but you need 1 more memory. I forgot that final memory comes from level 67 on the Renown. Just going out and doing what I just did, I got up to 64. It's really easy. You can go do like 1 of the starting quests out in Zereth Mortis. You're gonna have to do that anyway, or go kill a world boss. Go do something. Just you want to make sure that you get up to Renown 67 because that will give you your last Wisp of Memory. So even if you got to this point which I should have been doing that. I could have done that during the hour, and I wouldn't have messed up. You can still send them out over here just to get the table. Gosh darn it, just to get the table going. So here, let me select and just send out. It's fine. Send them out. There they go. The big important part is this. When you cannot gather any of these adventures if you're not already 60, because then you're not going to allow your companions, your troops, they won't level up anymore because your average level won't be higher than 55. They'll kind of be stuck there for a very, very, very long time. So what I need to do is I'm going to finish unlocking this, but I'm not going to send out any missions. I'm going to go get level 67 Renown real quick so I can get that last wisp of memory, and that will help us finish this off. Alright, so I fixed my mistake. I went out and killed the world boss real quick, went out to Zereth Mortis, and just did the beginning part of the storyline just to get another couple levels. I hit Renown 67. That got me my final wisp of memory. I can now use that wisp of memory on Naya. So now we will go from 55 to 59, because I screwed up again. Damn it. Alright, that is the second mistake of the video. The final one for 6 comes from freaking 76 on your Renown. However, for me, honestly, like 59, I think, let's get to it if I can hit the right button. 59 is good enough, right? That's just one level. I would suggest getting to 67 before doing it, but being 59, like, you're gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it from there. So from 59, I think it's okay to go ahead and grab these. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to grab all of them. And after we grab all of them, I will show you that your troops stay the level of 59. So as we go through here, now we can see, got this 59, got all these ones, but troops are still high level. So now these troops get to carry the crap out of your other companions, because you just need a companion in it to be able to do the quest. Now, from there, what are we going to do? We're going to set up TLDR. The two add-ons I use are Venture Plan and TLDR. Venture Plan just gives you this setup on how this looks. More importantly, it tells you where your campaign progress is. The best rewards are from, like, what, campaign 16 plus. This tells you, how many companions you have ready for adventures and your anima. But really, it just helps you track your campaign progress. That's really why I use this, and that's about it. Setting up TLDR. I have profiles already that I could go ahead and grab. However, I'm going to make my own to show you. So, here is my order of importance. Campaign progress, because you need to level the campaign to get the better stuff, right? Campaign, gold, because that's why we're doing this, and anima. If you wanted to leave it at this point, you absolutely could. You don't need anything else. Anything else after this, I think, is up to you. If you want to have to get the least amount of anima possible, this is the way. However, I like pet charms, and then a lot of times I do want crafting materials, but with a caveat. Like, I will go through here and I'll say, like, I don't want the lower fishing, and I don't want, like, the lower cooking. You could argue, actually, for this character, I don't want any fishing or cooking. I think anything else I'll take. Yeah, I think anything else I'll take. I don't want any fishing and cooking, but I'll get some crafting materials just to throw them up on the auction house. You might be better served just to get equipment, because, this equipment, that sells for 87 gold. You might get more gold by getting equipment than you would getting, like, let's say, an herbalist cash, to be quite honest. That's up to you. That's the way I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it with these, and I'm going to go from there. If I am consistently gaining anima at some point, then I might add or take away depending on your needs, but I play enough to where it's not going to be an issue. We have way more than enough anima for now. So that's my setup. Once you have this setup, you want to go into advanced. Oh, excuse me. I missed one thing. I am not paying attention today. I am sorry. I want, before crafting materials, I want bonus follower XP, then crafting. The reason why I want bonus follower XP And actually, I also want XP items, my bad. I want bonus follower XP because this is going to allow me to level all those other level 1 companions. So I'm going to grab that. The XP items are not until much later, but eventually there's items that can drop that you can use to boost your companions a little bit quicker. It's not going to be a worry for a very long time. That's how I'm going to set mine up. In advanced, you want to... I like fewest and lowest for prefer fewest or most followers. I prefer the fewest. Lowest or highest levels first. I like to use the lowest first. Special treatment for XP follower missions, meaning how many followers do you want to go out on this? I want the minimum of 4. That way, if it has to use one of the strung troops, it can. So I go minimum 4, and I have special treatment for XP. That way it will guarantee send out 4 followers for that XP. That's the way I have it set up. And then the final thing, max simulations per mission. I set this to 2,000. I think that's a good number. Set this to 2,000, and I like to immediately start missions once calculated. What this does is now that I have this all set up, I don't need to do anything other than just say calculate, and it'll go. So here we go. If I say calculate, as it's doing the missions, it'll auto put things out to missions. It only, based on my preferences, only had 2 missions worthwhile doing. It had a campaign and a follower mission. It didn't go on to this, and let's see, and it didn't go out to the anima. Why is that? Fewest, oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It is... Don't use followers less than how many levels below the mission. I don't care how low they are. If it can get done, I want it done. That was my mistake, not TLDR. I am just full of mistakes today, guys. Very sorry. I'm hoping you're getting something from this. Anyway, you want to actually set this higher so you avoid that mistake. Now, if I click start, it's going to calculate those and it's going to send those out. Because in this situation, I don't care that that's a level 12 quest. If it's possible and it gives me anima, I want it sent out. That's just the way that works. So there you go. That's set. You can make a profile and do this, or I can jump onto other characters, and if I had other characters on this specific server, I could just go to that character and go select my NBG gold, and once I select it, then it'll remember all these. You don't have to have that open. And then when I come back tonight to do this, because I usually do it once in the morning and once in the evening, all I got to do is come back, and this button, I'll be able to click it, and it will, as long as it's working correctly, it'll auto-complete everything, and then it'll auto-start all the next stuff. And it's as simple as that. So there you go. That is how I set up Venture Plan and TLDR. Sorry for the mistakes, guys. And from here, I am done for the day on this character. However, what I need to do is I'm going to head back and put all of this stuff on the auction house. Alright, we made it back to the auction house. On to the auction house, finishing off the day. What I'm going to do, to be honest, is... Let's see how slow post-scan is. I'm going to sell... I was going to hold on to the Essentia. I got one while I was out there. I think... I don't even know how I got it, but I got it. Anyway, I'm going to sell it because I think the price is going to steadily fall a bit more. So I think I want to sell for right now until the price bottoms out. I don't think it's quite there yet. So I'm going to sell for now. I'm going to keep any leather and stuff like that. I'll keep my pelts, I'll keep my leather, because I'm eventually going to transition into that. But any of this other random crap, the nightshade or whatever I've got, I'm just going to post it all. So that's what I'm going to do here. And with that, guys, I would like to thank you all for watching. Sorry about the mistakes. I will try to work on that next time. Unfortunately, I only had one take, so when I wasn't thinking things all the way through, it happens, right? So now we have this set up. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing on the character. We will see, but this was just episode 1. Alright, that was awful, but we did it. We got everything posted. We are good to go. We are set up for the next day. Ending our first day a little over 10k. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got the covenant tables all set up, and now it's a matter of we need to push through and make a bit more gold. A good bit of gold, because I want to have enough to be able to go over to leatherworking and push it all the way up to max and start making legendaries. So I'm guessing we're gonna need, you know what? I don't know, I'll have to do the math, but I'm guessing I'll need somewhere between like about 150k, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 100k if I'm lucky. We might even just go out and maybe farm some of our own desolate leather and stuff, so that just goes a little bit easier. We might do it that way. I don't quite know yet. We will see starting in tomorrow's episode. But now that that's set up and I've already gotten my first calling done, now it's a matter of I got the stuff posted. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll cancel scan. Honestly, I think it was all like commodities, so I'm sure it all sold. I will grab that, and then it's a matter of just starting my same daily routine. Hit up my covenant tables. Hit up, you know, whatever calling is going away that day, or if there's 2, you know, get that done. And then from there, we'll get a little bit of farming so we can get a little bit more gold. With that, thank you for watching. Sorry about today's video. Didn't exactly go as planned, but that's alright. We got through it. So with that, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.